This past weekend at the church that I serve, I'm one of the pastors at St. Matthew Lutheran Church. We celebrated LWML Sunday. For those of you who aren't Lutherans or members of a Lutheran Church Missouri Synod congregation, the WML stands for Lutheran Women's Missionary League. It is an organization within our synod where women get together to raise money and then do special projects of putting crafts together for missions, both here in the United States and overseas. And the LWML has been doing this for over 80 years. And every congregation has an idea of what women should be doing in their churches. And at St. Matthew, for a long time, it has been that this is something that women love to do, in this congregation at least, to serve the Lord with gladness, and to make sure that other people can know about Jesus. And when I got here at St. Matthew about 12 years ago, serving as an associate pastor in the church first, LWML had been going for a long time, and they had a longtime leader in Ruth Kruger. Her husband was a longtime pastor, almost 50 years here at St. Matthew, and they were retired by the time that I came on board as an associate pastor. But after about a year or so, every year LWML Sunday is usually the first or second Sunday in October. And so they would gather together, and the women would be ushers, and they would read the readings, and they would have their quarterly meetings and a lunch and do a craft, and generally raise awareness as well as pray for missions around the world. And longtime leader of the St. Matthew LWML was Ruth Kruger, who right here is buried alongside her husband. I'm in the cemetery here. And like I said, when I first got here, Ruth gifted me with two things. First, she gifted me, as you can probably, as I'll show you here, I've got them here. It's a stole that pastors wear when they're wearing their robes. And it's made out of the scarves that many of the LWML women wear on LWML Sunday and doing LWML things. She gifted this to me, and so I wear it every year on LWML Sunday and for the special worship services for the Lutheran Women's Missionary League. And she also gifted me with a cross from Pastor Kruger that he would wear in worship. It's a pectoral cross, a big cross where pastors wear. And this cross is black. It's got the black stone for the cross, but the gems around it on the four corners of the cross are purple, and that's the color of the LWML. So I wear this cross both at Lenten time, which color is purple as well as on LWML Sunday, to thank God for their work in years past here at St. Matthew, that my wife and I now carry on in that legacy of helping the women of St. Matthew and around the country as LWML members continue to hear the good news about Jesus, as well as share the good news about Jesus through their mites, the offerings that they gather, as well as the projects that they put together to make sure that other missionaries have the funding and the resources they need to be able to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so this weekend was LWML Sunday around our church, and I want to thank all the ladies who serve in the legacy of the Krugers in the years past, and all the other ladies, Dolores and Betty, and a lot of the other ladies who are now in the church triumphant. They also did so much so that Jesus can be proclaimed to the world. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today on Boundless Hope, and I pray that God will richly bless you, and I'll see you again next time.